So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey. Hey. 11. Here we go.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And incomplete to open things up.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, go.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is 2nd and 8.
These are 24. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go. Go to 54.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here we go. Here we go, going to 54. Why here? Here we go, going to 53. Wait, take.
They run again with Dowdle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 29 yards. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. Lawrence will throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. 7-7, our score after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This ball caught by Strange. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
23.
Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. There we go.
Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Shrugs him off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think?
Dowdle. Will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Hey, kill.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Take right open.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 50. Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, going to 54. Why here? Wait, take.
A running play, it's Dowdle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, going to 53. Hey, kill!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Going to 54, going to 54. Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Here we go, going to 54. Why here? Wait, take.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
On red. Sink right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Hey. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
30 left. Go.
From the 24, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Check. Hurt. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Hey, run.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Gun.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Eluding the pressure right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Right there.
Prescott to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right, let's go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain of 55 yards.
11.
First down, Jacksonville. Luke.
Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Take right open.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
We're going to 54. Why?
Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Lisa 24. Hey. Go, let's go. Go street. 11, again.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
30 left. Go. Silver.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.